Hello, all you hardcores. I'm joined by Andy. How are you doing, Andy? You all right, mate?
Good, thanks, Russ. Aye.
What are you on with?
Start this video. There we go. Away up in the north of Scotland, being my old man's chauffeur.
Yeah.
So I have no. We got here about an hour ago. So we'll be here for a couple of hours, 3 hours maybe. So it's probably about a 2.5 hour drive or
Yeah.
so from home. Yeah. So a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It's meant to rain, but it's good at the moment. How's things yourself?
Things are all right. What do you think now that you had time to think about it? You know, the Beefy Smith Eubank. What do you think to all that episode?
Yeah, I think Smith's coming out with excuses. I think I'd rather he just took it like a man, took the loss like a man. I thought Eubank boxed well. He obviously sharpened his tools, took it serious, and done what he should have done the first time. He actually did what I thought he would have done the first time, but I was wrong. But I think he amended. He righted the wrong, didn't he? So I'd like to see him try and get, because the division's that weak now. There's bound to be titles available to him. So I'd like to see him win a world title just to put his stamp on his career, and then do some money fights after that. I don't think Conor Ben needs him more than he needs Conor Ben at the moment. I think so. He's still got a license. He can't box, can he? So though Eddie Hearn keeps saying he's got an international license, but if he's got an international license, why is he not using it?
Yeah. What do you think to Eddie the PR guy making £10,000 donations to gyms and putting his superhero cape on
Nah,
to save boxing from all drug cheats? Do you think that's because
nah,
their shows are
they're
involved
rife with
a
it, isn't it?
lot of these positive tests?
Yeah, he's trying to paper up the cracks, isn't he? He's putting his soiled underpants on the outside of his trousers now to try and super Eddie. Nah,
Eddie's an Iceman, isn't he? Really, Eddie the Iceman.
the Iceman. That's him. 6-0, 4 by way off.
Yeah, it's. What do you think about all this Tyson Fury on Garno carry on? What do you see happening with this now? Because it looks to me like that Saudi money might not be there for them all now.
It's never appearing, is it? There's all this talk, all these big mega fights and mega money, and nothing's materialised, is it? So it's all the part. I think that's a different outfit, is it? That's promoting Tyson and Nagano fight. Is that a different? That's not the skills challenge, is it? Nah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm a bit sceptical about it, but it's stagnated everything for at least 8-10 months, isn't it? All this hype waiting on the money, but nah, it's
Would you
another white elephant in it at the moment, and so
would you put
anything
it
comes.
would you put it past Eddie putting Joshua in with another stiff?
No, no, I think he probably will. The talks with Joshua Wilder seems to have died a death, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now Fury's saying he's only interested in money. He's actually admitting he's only interested in money now, isn't he? So nah, it's more it's more smoke and mirrors, isn't it? Or more it's cloudy in the waters all the time, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you see Big Meech and Eddie Hills going at it in court soon?
I think that'll happen at some point. This deal for life, I think that's gone a bit sour since the second Usyk fight when he got beat by Usyk the second time. I just feel like the wheels came off the wagon then, didn't they? Came off Big Meech's stagecoach, and he's not got the market value he had, but they're not struggling to sell tickets for that last fight he had.
You what, mate?
With the struggling to sell tickets for the Hellenius fight.
Yeah, they were getting him away in the street, I heard.
Aye, so he's not the big draw that they make him out to be, is he?
No, I think Big Meech is on slide now, isn't he?
Ah, he's done, isn't he? He's done. He needs to take the Fury fight because he's less likely to get damaged than that as he is against Wilder. He needs to take that fight first. If he's just wanting to make money, cash out. But who knows what's going to happen with him and Eddie Hills? Eddie Hills will be. It wouldn't surprise me if Eddie Hills try to get Fury on side. Was Fury signed another deal with Bob Arum? Or did I misread something there? Or maybe Bob Arum's trying to sign a deal with the Saudis. Is that what something about a deal somewhere? But
They'll all want a piece of the pie, won't they?
oh, aye, yeah, without a doubt.
We're getting to money stage now, the big money, aren't we now?
And they're all coming to the end of their careers. They're all mid-30s or onwards. There's no, and they're all fighting guys in their 40s, aren't they? So
Yeah.
and that Ngannou guy, he's older than Fury, isn't he? He's it's not like he's going to be any kind of threat. I don't see him being, but
He won't be able
he's
to
just
get near Fury, will he?
he's just got to run and swinging, isn't he? That's his only chance, isn't it? He's just got to run at him and swinging punches. But Big John's trying to bum it up, though, and he was saying, oh, Tyson could get a broken leg or a broken arm, and you know he's trying to hype it up, isn't he?
Big John's going to be putting his son about out there because he's going to want the Mike Tyson fight, isn't he?
A Mike Tyson exhibition.
Could you imagine him pulling that off?
If he pulls that off, he's a marketing genius, isn't he?
He's what?
He's a marketing genius if he pulls that off. But I'm surprised Bricktop's still hanging on there, isn't he? He's still hanging in.
Bricktop's hanging on for dear life, isn't he?
Yeah. Hanging on by the skin of his teeth.
Eubank, what next for him, Andy?
Like I said, I like to see him go for a world title, just to get that on his career. If he can win one, that's a bonus. And then maybe see him fight the likes of Golovkin or Conor Benn's a money fight, innit? I'm not really that fussed about that. But if it happens, it happens. I'll probably watch it. But I don't see Conor Benn lasting 4 rounds on this in the way he fought the last time. I mean, Conor Benn has no fought anybody, has he? For, was it 18 months?
Yeah, he's not fought for 17 months.
And he's not beat anybody, so I don't see all the hype round about him has just been generated by Eddie Hills, isn't it? Calling him a global superstar and all this.
It's a bit like winning Pop Idol in reverse, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It is. It's a joke, really, isn't it?
2 years from now, he'll be saying he wants to start from scratch going for area belt.
Nah. I mean, he's won nothing, has he? Has he got a trinket belt? That's nothing, eh?
He's got a WBA Continental.
Nah, it's hopeless, eh?
It's a chocolate fire guard, isn't it?
Yeah. And you see guys that's done it the proper way, innit? I mean, even Eubank's got a British, isn't he?
Even what?
Even Eubank's got a British, hasn't he?
Hey, British title's not a chocolate fire guard, mate. That is the belt.
That's a beautiful belt, isn't it?
That is the belt to have.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine having that in your house.
I know it's a work of art, isn't it, when you see it? It's Henry Cooper had 3 of them, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had more.
Yeah.
Old Henry.
Our Henry.
Chris Eubank Jr. Do you think him and Saunders will fight?
That'd be a fight that would probably interest me, but Saunders coming back, it's going to be a long drag for him, is he? But there's always a bit of beef between them, isn't there? So that could be hyped up into a decent match, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could. It could.
I think Eubank beats him now, though.
You think? Because he's been too inactive.
I think so. He's been too inactive, and I think Eubank, going by that last performance, it's like he's maybe starting to listen to people or actually screwed the nut and taking it more seriously than what he had been. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think to Charlo and Eubank, if that could be made?
That would be a good fight, wouldn't it? That would be a decent fight. Is Charlo still meant to be fighting Canelo?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking down the line. I mean,
Yeah.
Eubank is calling out Ben and Kell Brook, and it's a bit.
Aye.
Let's see it.
He's
Let's have
calling it.
a test.
Yeah, let's have a proper test. Kell Brook's passed it as well, isn't he? You'd probably give him a decent first few rounds, maybe half a dozen rounds, But I think Kell Brook looked all right against Khan, but what was he up against? Khan was shot, wasn't he? So,
Yeah, yeah. Hey, listen, they could still fetch Amir Khan back next year. Stranger things have happened in boxing.
oh aye. Yeah, he could probably, just because his name, he could come back and still make a bit of money, couldn't he? But he should be secure now, though. You would imagine, what he's made. He's had a lot of big paydays, hasn't he?
Yeah. Is Dave Allen the new Jason Gavin?
Just he needs to hang them up. If he's coming in with no desire, like he came in against Big Freeze, his time's up, innit? He just looked like he had no desire to fight, did he? Complaining all the time. He did get hit low, but he was complaining more times than he got hit low, I think, wasn't he?
You
He
think
was.
Big Freeze has still left jury out with verdict on him?
I think so. I think Big. We don't know any more about Big Freeze now than when he beat Tommy Cooper, do we? He's still. He's not electric enough, is he? He's not got enough spark about him, I don't think. He's probably a big guy with decent skills, but he's just not got that ignition that you'd like to see, is he? He's not got that big one punch knockout or anything like that. He plods away, but I don't see him going to. Could he win a British, maybe? But I think Fabio Wardley beats him at the moment, though.
Yeah.
Maybe if Fabio Wardley moves on, he could win a vacant British against somebody else. But I don't know. He didn't seem keen to take the Wardley fight, did he? He got offered it, but they started messing about at the last minute, didn't they? Adrian Mole coming out with excuses
Yeah.
why the fight wasn't going to happen. But yeah,
A lot of people are saying that it's Big Freeze is a waste man.
a waste man. He's maybe going nowhere, really. Yeah, if he's maybe scared to challenge for a Brit. If he's not got the confidence to challenge for the British at the moment, I mean, he should be. He's had a long amateur career, hasn't he? So like you've said in the past, if they've been an Olympian and it's come to pro ranks, they're really equivalent to 15-0, aren't they?
Yeah, of course he is, man. He's
Yeah,
got to step it up now.
he's maybe just not hungry enough. He's just a big honey monster, More interested in sugar puffs than boxing.
I want to like him, but I don't want to see him hovering around at 20-0 saying oh, he's waiting on this issue or that issue. There's always some issue, isn't there? Around whether it's an injury or his promoter or a purse bid or some email or it's like a boil that you just won't go away, isn't it?
Too many excuses, Too many excuses. If you look at
You what?
If you look at Lomachenko and Usyk, they're former Olympians, weren't they? And when they come in, they were challenging for world titles way early on, maybe half a dozen fights for it. Lomachenko, was he on his first fight when he challenged for a world title?
They were fighting better opposition than Big Freeze were in his 8th fight, weren't they? Come on.
That's right. And the age he's at, he needs to get a move on. He can't just ditter about fighting bin men or whatever, He needs to step it up now.
Yeah, we want to see Big Freeze in a test, don't we?
Yeah. A good test. Maybe Michael Hunter or somebody like that. That would be a good test for him, wouldn't it?
Or Yui.
Or Yui, yeah. That would be a great test for him.
Yui would take that fight, wouldn't
he? Yeah. That'd be a make it or break it for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be an awkward fight for Big Freeze, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. What next for the Can Man, Andy?
The can man. He's gone into hiding again. The couldn't man.
The couldn't man. Go on.
Is he back in Portugal now? Is he?
Yeah, he's on Skid Row.
He is. He's finished. He's going nowhere. He's seen his last pay-per-view payday, isn't he?
He's what?
Unless like he's seen his last payday for pay-per-view, isn't he?
Yeah, he's only had
Unless,
7.
he's had too many. He's an overachiever, isn't he?
I know what? He's had Euro millions off.
Oh aye. He's creamed it, isn't he? Unless, like you said before, he could fight Jarrell Miller in a juiced up championship fight or whatever. They're fit for each other, innit? That's who they should be fighting. Nobody else. But nah, if he's a drug cheat, he should be banned, in my eyes.
What do you think, Andy, to that Jarrell Miller for WBA regular against
That's a joke.
Manuel Char?
That is a joke, isn't it? That's initially I heard that the WBA were doing away with the regular belt after the Dubois fight, and then it seems to pop up again with Manuel Char. He was like the champion that never defended, wasn't he? They just give him the belt and then never defended.
Yeah.
And Jarrell Miller, he's a joke. He's an overweight joke as well, isn't he? He's the state he comes in.
You know, I can see happening with that appeal for Daniel Dubois. I can see them coming away with nothing except the opportunity to fight Miller against Char, winner.
Yeah, the winner of that.
That's all I can see happening for them. I don't think there'll be a rematch. I don't think it'll be a no contest.
No, I don't see that happening. That's pie in the sky stuff, that isn't it?
Yeah.
Will he get his knee down in his next match again against the winner of Char Miller?
What?
Will Dubois, John Coffey, get his knee down again?
Triple knee.
Triple knee. Coming in for touchdown.
Do you see Daniel Dubois turning it around?
If you've quit once or twice, it's in you, innit? So that's if he can, fair play to him. But there's always going to be a question mark over his desire, isn't there, when the going gets tough?
Yeah.
He's maybe no tough. I mean, fair play to him getting in the ring and doing it, but when push comes to shove, that's when it tests the metal, isn't it? It's if he's quit before, it's always going to be the back of his mind to do it again, isn't it? But
yeah,
I just couldn't understand why he wasn't getting up. But and they were trying to. I think that's how they made such big a noise about the low blow issue, is because or accusing it not being a low blow is because they're taking the heat away from him quitting, try to shine the spotlight somewhere else, like a deflection tactic.
Yeah. What do you see happening with Dave Allen now? Where does he go?
Scrapyard, I think. He's he keeps telling it, like you say, he keeps telling everybody he's taking it seriously, and it's just continual lies, isn't it? The proof's in the pudding. If he was taking it seriously, he'd been in there at least a stone lighter, wouldn't he? And throwing more leather in the first couple of rounds. Did nothing in the first couple of rounds, did he? He was just kind of parrying and covering up and blocking, wasn't he? It wasn't like Big Freeze was doing that much more, was it?
Big Freeze nearly got disqualified.
He did, and then it was afterwards he was saying, "Oh, I wasn't going to stop throwing them punches." I thought, well, that's a bit stupid, is it not? Regardless if you think you're not throwing them low, if the ref deems it low, you've got to kind of respect his decision, regardless what you think of him. That would have really put the cat amongst the pigeons if he got disqualified, wouldn't it? Aye.
Yeah,
Big Ron would have been on a high, wouldn't he?
Big Ron would be able to wet his beak again, wouldn't he? With White Rhino.
He would have done, aye. He'd have been a guaranteed rematch, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, there'd have been Elon Fraser had done him in a round at rematch.
Oh aye.
So do you see Dave Allen being one of them guys that they're going to pass about now for prospects?
Yeah, he's going to be a journeyman now, isn't he? That's the only way. And his paydays will decrease, won't they? I don't know what he got for that fight, but he's not going to get that for the next fight, is he?
No.
His marketing value's just plummeted, isn't it?
I feel sorry for him in a way because he's took risks. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. I think
He's
if he'd have been a
stupid,
bit
Nick.
more patient, he'd have been ready to be let off or lead now. But I think he's already emptied tank. Because if you look at him, you'd say he's a walking disaster, wouldn't you, for somebody that's
Yeah.
had so much punishment at age 31, wouldn't you?
It's quite sad, really, isn't it? In reality, to see him like that, and was it when he went to consumption room, match room, that they kind of mismanaged him, sticking him in with Louis Ortiz, the couldn't man, and all them early on, wasn't it? And Tony Yoka was there.
Tony Yoka,
Yeah, that's.
David Price, Dylan White.
I mean, that David Price fight, that was sickening, wasn't it? He was just getting battered in that fight, wasn't
All
he?
sparring with Joshua and Furies.
Yeah. It's
All
just like
Usyk sparring. Eddie Chambers sparring. He sparred Klitschko. Do you know what I mean?
Iceman Eddie just threw him in at the deep end, didn't he? Just
He's had some miles up the clock, David. If he'd have been a bit more patient, I think he could have won a British title. I think
if he'd been with Bricktop, he would have managed him better. Bricktop seems to be better at bringing folk on in the early stages, doesn't he? The sort of first half of their career, he always matches them a bit more carefully. I don't know why Eddie Hills has done that one. Was it because he had Joshua and he didn't care about anybody else? Joshua's a golden goose, and everybody else, anybody that's not quite as big as Joshua, was sort of neglected in a way, really.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think to David Adelaide and beef with Fabio Wardley?
Yeah, that could brew up into a decent domestic match, couldn't it?
Oh, you
How do you
got
think that
your
would
money
go? Quite close, isn't it? I'd probably favour Wardley at the
on?
moment. Not by a lot, but I think I'd favour him at the moment.
No,
Yeah.
I think David Adelaide will win.
You think so?
Yeah,
Possible.
can't have some farmer as a British champion, can we?
I don't like to sit on the fence, so I'll make one decision either way. I'll go Wardley if you're going Adelaide, just to. Wait, is there word of that fight happening?
Is what?
Is there word of that fight happening anytime soon?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that'll be
gonna
good.
go to go to bids or something. There's always
Ah,
shrouded in mystery with out, isn't there? With heavyweight boxing, isn't there?
yeah. The blue ribbon division.
Well, they say all these fights are happening. What fights are happening?
Not seen any evidence of them happening
Right,
yet.
who's Fury fighting? On Garno, and it's a 2-fight
Yeah.
deal, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Who's Wilder fighting? He ain't got nobody lined up. Who's Joshua fighting? Nobody lined up.
Andy Ruiz.
Usyk it's just fought. Andy Ruiz, who's he fighting?
Nobody. Yeah, they keep talking about fighting Wilder, but that just keeps turning to dust, doesn't it? There's nothing happened yet.
It's parked up.
They're all parked up, aren't they?
It's parked up. It's really parked up. It's in dire straits, and we need people like Eddie Hills to start saying to his fighter and Bricktop to TYSON, listen, you've got to start and get at it. Never mind these events they're putting on.
Bricktop's not in a position to dictate anything at TYSON, though, is he? Bricktop's just he's clinging on to his shirt tail by a thread, isn't he? That's the impression I get.
Yeah. What do you think to that Bomac? I call him Bolo, but what do you think to him?
Oh, he's walked up, isn't he? After the big high winning with Eubank, and then he goes and gets himself walked up for. Was he carrying firearms or something? Is that?
Yeah, trying to get a firearm out of country.
Gee, did he bring it in with him, or did he bought it here?
I'm assuming they're saying they brought it. That's the only way they can get off with it, isn't it? And they forgot it. Well, he just something he's used to travelling with it all the time. He can get all that one, can't he?
It's being an American, I suppose. That's normal to them, innit? Carry firearms. But,
Might get a ban from country forever. But
no. That'll not go well for Eubank, then.
you what?
That'll not bode well for Eubank if he's kind of jailed one and wants some training him. Well, he's going to have to go to America, isn't he?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
watching some fights earlier. Holyfield and Bow. God, what fights they were, weren't they?
Ah, brilliant, aye.
See, combinations they were throwing for big men.
Yeah. You don't see that now, eh? You don't see that nowadays. But
No, we don't, do we?
nah, there's not enough of that. Except for Usyk. Usyk throws combinations, didn't he? He was putting it on Dubois in the second half of that fight, wasn't
Do you think Usyk can beat Fury if they do fight?
he? I thought he could maybe beat. I think Fury's got to be at the top of his game to beat Usyk. But if he takes him lightly or that, I can see how Fury can beat Usyk just by big manning him and putting it on him. And if he can take him out of his game and take him out of his rhythm, he can beat Usyk. But Usyk's clever and he's fast and his footwork. And he doesn't run away from people. I've seen Shane Fury saying he runs about the ring and then comes. I've never seen him run away from anybody really. Maybe the first couple of rounds when Chisora was throwing himself at him. But he stands in front of people. He doesn't box like Joshua fought in the Andy Ruiz rematch, ran away all night, didn't he? Just using his reach. Usyk doesn't do that. He stands in front of people and finds angles, doesn't he? Pops through the defence and that. He doesn't blast through the defence with big powerful jabs or that, but he finds the angle to get through the defence, which is really clever. He's not too afraid to get hit. He's not gun shy in any respect, is he? But that'll be a really interesting fight. But I think he could maybe just, but it'll be on points. I don't see him stopping Fury. It would have to be a points decision. So, well, you never know, but I think it would have to be a points decision.
Did you see the IFL thing on social media doing the rounds? It said breaking news, IFL TV, and underneath it says Francis Ngannou's t-shirt had a t-shirt with Tyson Fury laid on the floor in ring, in Wilder fight.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I thought it were going to say something like Conor Benn's 270 page dossier revealed, but no, it wasn't. It were breaking news. Is this boxing in 2023?
A joke, innit? A joke. Wonder where the dossier is. Do you think the dossier actually exists?
What do you think happening with that then, Andy?
I think the dossier can. You ever watch The Shining, the Jack Nicholson film?
Yeah, go on.
And he's writing that book, and he wouldn't let the wife see it. And then when she comes in and realises that all that's written's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I think that's what that dossier contains. It's just the same stuff over and over again. Just nonsense, eh? Conor Benn is innocent. Conor Benn is innocent. Conor Benn is innocent. I bet it's something like that. I bet it's full of nonsense. If it exists, I'm skeptical until we see it published. It's mythical, isn't it? Does it exist? But this needs to be closure on this. That's gone on far too long. How long is that? 18 months now.
Getting on for that. It's been out at ring 17 months, and I think it's 14 months since the first test.
Yeah. It's a joke. It's a smite on boxing, isn't it? It's just a big oily stain. That's what it is. Eh?
Do you think they'll fight in this country this year, him and Ben? Ben and Eubank?
No. No, unless there's a miracle of some sort. And if they do, the boxing board of control boxing board of no control is not doing its duty, is it? They can't go banning some people and then, depending who your name is, not banning others, or being lent on by promoters. So that's no on. Eh? The boxing board of control need to pull their socks up and stamp authority on the game, don't they?
Where do you think the problem lies? Do you think that there's that much money about?
As money corrupts, doesn't it? So, yeah, I would go with that. Yeah.
Would you?
Money talks.
Do you think Tyson will ever get this fight on with Usyk?
It's looking further away than ever, isn't it? Is Usyk to fight? Who's he to fight next? Hrgovic, is it?
Hrgovic, yeah.
Yeah. And he beats Hrgovic. It'll be probably on points, I would think, but I could see him beating Hrgovic. I seen Big John Fury calling Zhang the second best heavyweight in the world, but he seemed to be ignoring Usyk, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Usyk.
that fight could be miles away. Do you think it could be like a Manny Pacquiao Mayweather one where it just keeps getting further and further away, like Fury against Joshua?
Yeah, he'll just keep kicking the ball down the road, or kicking the can down the road. I can see Usyk fighting Hrgovic and then maybe fighting the winner is Zhang Joyce before the fight Fury, before that happens. And that maybe suit Fury will let Usyk get a bit more miles on the clock, won't it?
Yeah. You want to go on to part 2, mate?
Yeah, no problem. Cheers.